My password does not work in Josh's account. Clever. With a mouse and keyboard. Yes, very much like Minecraft. Yes. They both have craft. Yeah. Map pool. We don't have a bronze match map. Is it a best of 5 or 7? It's a best of 5. It's going to be first. I don't think those exist in this game. I don't think those exist in this game. Wait, am I going to pay me now? What? This is not what I want. Wait, what happened to, like, mob side tracks? Wait, we're starting on Lost 10 bits. Where's your Delta base? VLC. Volume works best at like 130%. Nate. Mount.
Does this thing work? Is it burning any ears?
Woof.
You sure? Are you just making fun of me right now, or? Yeah, I figured as much. Besides my audience's terrible, terrible words, I think we're finally coming together here.
They're falling off my face. Josh. Today.
Join.
Today.
I please would like. Please, can the audience refrain from attacking the people playing?
Josh financed your cake.
He did make him a cake. Sheeta
Josh financed your cake.
is going to break things, so please get off the stage before you break everything ever. We can't have nice things here. Hi.
Sheeta. There's a no fun rule clearly established on the stage. What are you doing? And Sheeta.
I am not a lady or a gentleman. I'm an adventurer.
Which Josh?
It's totally feasible. Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, I know, right? We've got Netter, who is Gold Talon, and Joshua Kundert Gibbs as Scoring Fire.
Alright.
After much ado, we are ready to begin the AASL! Yeah! And it looks like both players are saying good luck, have fun, so let us begin game 1.
The first map is on Lost Temple, which is...
Lost. It is lost, but now it is found in the game. Yeah. And so the game is beginning. And we have Scoring Fire playing as random. A little bit of a surprise for those of us who expected him to...
Once again, audience, please be quiet. Specifically Sheeta.
We
In
have
fact,
voted.
only
She
Sheeta.
has not.
Vote mute.
Josh
we're
is
waiting
spamming
for our
already.
terrible
He is
internet.
ready to go. And the game has begun. And I don't know these shortcuts.
You should show like everything. There we are. There's
And
the
now
pretty thing.
we have this overlay, and it appears we have a Zerg versus Protoss on close positions on Lost Temple. Now, as you all may or may not know, the close positions on Lost Temple is a nightmare for Zerg. It basically cuts the rush distance in half of what it should be and in a quarter of what Zerg would like. So this leaves Josh open to a lot of cheesy builds that he would not normally have available to him, and he's going to scout in the correct direction off of the start, giving him a
Clear advantage.
kind of good advantage, but not enough to win a game. And it looks like Gold Talon going economic, getting an Overlord and 2 drones, while Scoring Fire doing everything absolutely stock standard, except not chronoing up to 54 Nexus supply, and he has no idea.
Can the players actually hear us?
No.
They
That's
cannot?
why he has the boom-proof headphones, and he's playing drum and bass at 200% volume.
That would change things.
Yes, and it appears that Gold Talon turned around his Overlord for a non-specific reason, which we do not know. And he is getting gas, while Scoring Fire, on the other hand, throwing down a gateway, getting ready for some Zealot on Zergling action.
And I think I see a 1 gas on Protoss. Scoring Fire. Right
Yes,
there.
Scoring
there
Fire
it
is in fact getting a gas, and if I'm not mistaken, this drone did see Scoring Fire, so he knows he's at the close position, so he's going to make the necessary adjustments to his build
And
from here.
Josh sees the... Oh, no,
And he
saw it.
cancels an evolution chamber in the back. I guess because he wanted to keep that unscouted and, I guess, go for a build that
Required it.
Fire wouldn't be familiar with.
What do you think Scoring Fire is going to do on this one? I think with that first gas, he might be going Colossus?
Well, I know for a fact that Scoring Fire
I don't know these
is
things.
not mining with 2 of his gas probes. And I also know he hates Colossi with a passion. So I expect to see only gateway units this game, with the exception of the Observer. And I expect to see that every game he gets Protoss, because that's the only way he plays the game. Every time, 100% of the time, all the time.
And that's why he lost. Moving on.
And it looks like Gold Talon is banking up his gas, I guess forgetting Ling Speed or Lair, but that's
But he
definitely
is-
going to cost him going into the beginning stages of combat. Splitting off of Zergling to get this watchtower. It's very nice. He had lots of vision. It sees things. That's what it does. That's his profession.
And he has that completely walled
Ah! Slicing up. Oh, look at that. Oh, pieces. And so, the combat has begun. The death toll has been extracted on the Zerg. And what is the response? Gold Talon takes this opportunity to expand, take a base, so he can make more Zerglings and send them to the Zealot's claws.
First blood.
First blood. Yes, indeed. And it looks
He's
like
going 3 gate, probably 4.
3 gate, probably 4. I don't know. I think if he was going 4 gate, he'd have thrown down the 4th gate by now.
Could be doing
But
some obscure building. It is Josh.
He's building a gateway, a probe, and a sentry. So in these early stages of the game, it's very advantageous to Protoss to crank out as many sentries as they can to get as much energy for force field as possible going into later stages of the game. Yes, so they can go into fights and they don't have to have good micro. They can just spam as many force fields as they want and ring donuts around your units. And
he says with a bitter tone.
Because I'm Zerg. Forever a drone. Gold talent supply blocked. Oh no.
Well, with that extra queen, hopefully he's going to do something. But at the moment, he's just waiting for that.
For the Overlord to build. Building a spine crawler, I guess, to
silent
keep
cheering
front. But I don't think he's scouted this expansion quite yet. But it looks like he's going to see everything with these two Zerglings. Yet more kills by the Protoss. This is cascading pretty hard. I can't help but feel that Gold Talon is getting himself pretty far behind, losing these Zerglings. But on a more serious note, he is kind of economically down. He took a later expansion than Zerg would like in favor of a 14 gas, 14 pool.
He's building spine crawlers.
He's building lots of spines to defend against this almost entirely sentry force, which I can't help but feel is a little bit of a overreaction by Gold Talon. A little nervous. I don't think Scoring Fire is overreacting. Yeah.
You're ridiculous.
Yeah. Say something, Nate.
I don't know how much to say. There's not much going on. They're just massing up right now.
Look at all of this action. So much action. Look at... Oh, no. Look at this APM. It looks like even in the midst of complete boringness, Scoring Fire is maintaining 160 APM and getting a robotics bay.
What is he doing with all those button presses? I really don't know.
He's spamming. But it looks like he's content to mostly work on his economy at this point, while Gold Talon's doing the same, taking a base.
Off in the corner. That might prove helpful later on.
I hear expansions help. They do.
Thank you, jerkface.
Sticking it to the man.
One-liners from Fitzy.
That's all I do. And looks like Gold Talon is kind of iffy on his larva inject, but maintaining a very high drone count. But this observer is going to fly over and see everything. He knows exactly what he's doing. He sees
the infestation pit. That will definitely change some things up. Although, would infestors be good against
Yes,
Josh's
he does
comp?
in fact see the infestation pit. Would they be good?
You tell me. You're Zerg.
Well, I'd imagine, from my opinion, the infestors after the 1.3 patch have been amazing versus Protoss, dealing the same amount of damage in half the time, and with a plus 30% buff to armored, they're definitely a good choice versus the Immortal Colossus Sentry composition, and if not for the plus 30% buff, it's for the freezing of the units. And it looks like we're getting lots of Immortals out, and Gateway's warping in now. Nick pumping his arms. He's excited. He's ready for action. It's coming soon. I'm sure of it.
Something might actually happen now.
Very nice Overlord splitting, spreading, flying away.